Bitch. Testing, testing. Yeah, it should be working. All right. All right, time to get started. Um, Hello, welcome to the Mad whatever, and we are live. Good evening, everyone. That's pulling off my critical drinker impression. At least gay, by the way. But welcome to MadCast Gaming. Now, first things first, I was initially going to do this for The Last of Us Part 2, but considering Part 1, um, that's gonna need like a lot more of a longer interval for me to get through that, because that's going through the 2.5 hour prologue, as well as just sticking around Seattle. So glad you guys, whoever's live, was able to join in, and I hope you guys like the layout so far. So what you see here is just title logo, my avatar, my webcam feed, and some little notifications through Discord that I was able to plug in. But glad you guys were able to stop by. Hold on a sec. Gotta make sure everyone is live. Actually, you want? I don't know. Damn, the fucking button's so stiff. This is just a new laptop. There's no reason for the mouse clicker to fucking work the way it should. Just gotta make sure everyone gets this. Okay. Well, anyways, so glad whoever decides to tune in at this time, and whatever time zone you occupy, very happy for the dedication. So, we all know that this year marks 25 solid years of one Capcom's golden children, golden geese. That is Resident Evil. Yeah, let me try to fix this a bit. Perfect. Yeah, go red. I need a lot more red. Hope you guys like the layout. I mean, we could go red, we can go green, we can go blue. Get that 80s glow there. But yeah, shop's looking pretty lit. We're gonna go back to red because I favor red. So 25 solid years of Resident Evil, and it's still as popular and relevant in the gaming sphere as ever. And I'm very happy that this IP, this franchise, lasted as long as it should. Though I will say I'm one of the unfortunate children that never got exposed to these games when they first came out. Though where I come from, Resident Evil, it's definitely going to be a long story. Perhaps we'll probably dig into this whole playthrough. But we're going to play some RE Director's Cut. And I got like a good trial run out of this last weekend. But Jill, that way I could like familiarize myself. And you think that with a remake, you think you could just base your knowledge on getting past this through the remake, but unfortunately that doesn't apply because they are two completely different games in how to present it and how you navigate through them. So we're gonna get our hands on with Jill. So I already got Jill's storyline already completed, so we're about to get started soon. Just want to take a look at something. Oh, that's dope. I didn't think it actually does that through Discord. Because I'm kind of new to the Discord scene. Streamer mode, enable. Well, could I just like stream it as I'm going? I'm sorry, I would like to get started on this, but you know, I want to see if I could like get this going, where I could actually. Ah, there we go. Oh, perhaps not. Hmm. I mean, what are you gonna do about it? Alright then, I gotta go back to my window. Alright then, let's just get started. So, we're gonna get started with Jill, and I already completed the trial run off this, so I already got the key to the special closet, but we don't have to worry about that shit. So let's get started, shall we?
What is this?
Wow. Okay, so we're not doing the whole intro.
Captain Wesker, where's
So let me
Chris?
try something.
Stop it! Don't open that door!
But Chris is...
What is it? Maybe it's Chris. Now, Jill, can you go?
I'm going with you. Chris is our old partner, you know.
Okay, let me handle this.
It sucks I can't really like
Stay alert.
listen to the game as it's going because I can only like check the I can only like check the sound through my YouTube feed.
A dining room.
All right, here we go.
What? What is this?
What is it?
Blood. Jill, see if you can find any other clues. I'll be examining this. Hope this is not Chris's blood.
Oops. Like a little preoccupied with the YouTube feed that, you know, I forget that my gameplay is through my monitor is real time.
Barry?
So what you see there was an altered introduction to
What
the
is it?
Zumbo.
Watch out! It's a monster!
Let me take care of this.
And before, the original port for Resident
is
Evil
it?
happened to have a shot where
Kenneth was killed too.
when the zombie
Maybe by this
munches on
creature.
the head of Kenneth,
Anyway, let's report this to
It,
Wesker.
it drops the head down in a gory fashion. I don't know why they didn't just keep that in, because I mean, heck, if that's taboo, then the fucking G-virus embryo turn fucking its victims in half as it's being birthed
Wesker!
is pretty much
Help me
like
look for him, Jill.
another story of
And
its
don't
own.
leave this hall for the time being.
Okay, so I just gotta like look around. I could cue the next cutscene.
Find anything, Jill?
Nothing. What is this all about? I can't figure it out at all.
Beats me too.
Now it's Wesker's time to disappear. I don't know what's going on.
Well, it can't be helped. Let's search for him separately. I'll check the dining room again.
Okay, I'll try the door on the opposite side.
This mansion is gigantic. We could get into trouble if we get lost. We should start from the first floor, okay? And Jill, here's a lockpick. It might be handy if you, the master of unlocking, take it with you.
Thanks. Maybe I'll need it.
Since I can't even like, I'm trying to see how I can hear the audio in real time. Cause I got it all working
Listen,
through
if
OBS.
something
I was just
happens,
like,
let's meet up in
I'm
this
trying
hall.
to like listen to it through the app
This
and
time
shit.
I'll be there.
But right now I gotta get going. So next, I gotta check something here because I will have to explore like the first segment of this whole stretch of the mansion. And you think, oh yeah, there we go. Because first things first, I want to go through the hall where the dogs pop out, and oh, there you go. And I'm gonna go into the room where I'm gonna go into the room where there's the shotgun that you can take from the wall, but it's gonna trigger a trap. But since I was able to leave Barry for that first time, it's gonna trigger Barry coming in to rescue you, and lo and behold, you get a free shotgun without putting much work into it. Oh, Barry, you're such a Chad. There we are. Yeah, there we go. Alright then, let's head on out. Because next, the room's gonna trap you, and you're gonna see the ceiling coming towards you as it's gonna crush you. But Barry's gonna come in when you're like sticking around. Unfortunately, because I don't know what's going on with OBS, it's not OBS, it's just like, it's probably just the streaming capabilities going on with YouTube. I can't really like listen to the dialogue, so if you're watching this, you're probably gonna get more laughs than I am
Jill?
because of the fact that I'm playing this on mute, so I don't really like,
Help me, please. The
I don't want to
door
hear
open.
myself
Quick!
talking because I get
Stay away from the door.
pretty distracted that way.
Slow her down.
But yeah, here we are.
Hurry!
Barry to the
This way.
rescue! Oh, Barry.
Oh, Barry!
That was too close.
You were almost a
You were
Jill
almost a
sandwich.
Jill sandwich.
You're right. Barry,
Huh,
thanks
let's
for saving
race.
my life. But Barry, didn't you say you're going back to the dining room to do some research? Why on earth are you here?
I just
God
had
damn
something
it.
I wanted to check. Now, let's get back
Streaming,
to
but
searching
no
for the
activity.
lost Captain and Chris, shall we?
I sent this to everybody on Discord. What the hell is everybody?
Thank you,
I'm by
Barry.
myself. I
Yeah.
don't really have anyone on the chat. That's the issue. That's the thing that sucks about live streaming, man. You're trying to send this to your friends, but already I don't have anyone showing up on my YouTube chat. Alright, I'm gonna take care of these fuckers. I'm over here, you fucking 3-year-old child who's blind but happens to occupy the body of a adult zombie. There we are. Ah, perfect. So I could go all the way up there, because this little door connects to stairwell, which also connects to the second floor of the mansion. I want to take that. Yeah. So pretty much playing this game is actually pretty simple and rudimentary. It's not as you know, because the later games get a lot more difficult in terms of like boss battles and upgrading the zombie animations to the point where they can actually take a lot more to kill. But alright, so far it's I'm off to a good start. I just gotta set this key aside. I'm doing this by no first aid sprays. Let's see here. Gotta combine them. Alright, so I gotta start going up there and killed a load of them. But you know, to anyone who's actually tuning in, I do appreciate that you take the minute or second to see where I'm at in terms of progress. Beautiful. Doorknob is broken. Shit. Yay! Yay! Awesome. So now I can definitely find my way around the mansion more easy. Fuck you. I don't have the keys for these rooms, unfortunately, so that's where my exploration has to come in. But to go back to the history of Resident Evil,
Barry!
I did not play the first games,
No,
the first couple of games that
something
came out on the
is wrong with
PS1
this
and
house.
other consoles of that generation.
This hall is
I mean, I got a hold of
Maybe it's
Resident
better
Evil
to
3
secure our escape route first.
through somebody,
There must be a
but
back
because
door
of
somewhere.
like
Let's try to
you
find
know, the fact that
first,
they're
shall
not
we?
just M-rated for the violence.
Okay.
They're
Let's
M-rated
separate
because they
again.
require
Just a moment.
of higher
found
thinking to navigate your way
What is
around
it?
these puzzles and these
It's a
controls
weapon.
and this whole
It's really
maze-like
powerful, especially
layout
against
that
living
these games
things.
feel like they run
Better
on.
take it with you.
But how
That I
about you,
pretty much
Barry?
just gave up.
I have
I never got that
this.
far
Thank you.
to the
I'll
police
take
station
this
in Resident Evil 3 where I meet up with Nemesis. Yeah, oh, I got a comment from Miss Anthropony who who just today uploaded like a 3.5 hour like revisit critique on The Last Jedi. And I'm not gonna bother going into that, but I told him, like, I made a comment on his Last Jedi video that oh hey, I'm planning to do a Man of Steel Worst You Remember critique. And he responded with, "I'm intrigued." So that's nice. Good stuff. Okay, so right here I gotta grab the grenade launcher because fucking hell, these crows are gonna start picking the shit out of you. Ah, yes. It's pronounced red rum. But I'm glad you're liking my webcam. So where was I? Oh yeah. I play as far as not being able to reach the police station where you meet Nemesis that I just gave up in Resident Evil 3. I played a bit of Code Veronica, but I had the same situation with Nemesis where I just kind of got stuck. I didn't know what to do next. And I thought you could kill the zombies in the cemetery. But turns out at a later age, you're supposed to just leave the graveyard. That I tried to kill zombies with knives, and I ended up just dying. How did your car accident work out? It wasn't actually my car, it was a company van. And it wasn't as horribly wrecked as I expected. Oh shit, I ran off. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, okay. He's vomiting. Fuck. But anyways, yeah. That whole incident, it didn't take that long. Because the car was still working okay. That, I was able to leave work. But I couldn't really clock out because we were overtime. And, it didn't take me that long to get back into the area for me to drive with my own car to get back home to do this whole shebang. So I played a bit of Code Veronica, failed miserably, but by the time when I was in high school, I was looking up these games across the internet, and I was very excited to go out there and get a copy of Resident Evil 4. Fuck. And I fucking love Resident Evil 4. But as great of a game it is, and I mean tremendously great, it's still one of the best of the sequel titles of the franchise. It was still missing that, you know, I wish I could be fighting actual zombies, because with that gunplay and just the whole leap with third person perspective, this could use some fucking zombie action. I mean actual zombies, not like the body snatcher type enemies that oh wait, shit. Oh shit, let me go back down. That I wanted to go out and find some of the classic Resident Evil games that came out of the PS2. So I got Resident Evil 4 on the PS2. I didn't have any other console. I was unfortunate to not possess the Nintendo GameCube. And I barely found a used copy of Outbreak File 2. Which I'm all for the Outbreak series. That's a pretty underrated series of games. But it was pretty short, so there wasn't really like a lot of there wasn't really a lot of reason to replay it, unfortunately. But I kind of wish I still have File 2 on me. Oh, fuck. Oh shit, I took some damage. But there was like this 3 game set of Resident Evil 4, Code Veronica X, and the first Outbreak. That was up for grabs. But I wasn't really keen on double dipping on Resident Evil 4, which is hypocritical for me to say, because when I find a new movie that I already own, and it's like brought into like a much more cooler and more like there was a lot more work into re-releasing it on home video, I ended up just double dipping. So maybe a few years ago I would have been okay with getting that whole 3 game set, but that didn't happen. No, but by the time I started college, I already had like an Xbox 360, and I was able to, and a PS3, and I was able to get Code Veronica off the Xbox 360 and download the first 3 Resident Evil games. And oh no, I'm sorry, I played Resident Evil 5, but I was in high school as well. Pretty fun game, though. You know, you could tell like they were trying to ape the Resident Evil 4 model a lot, and that was when the whole game series was devolving into like pretty much just action adventure, shoot 'em up sort sort of gameplay, which I don't really like. I don't really like the direction that's going to, because I prefer Resident Evil to be more limited. Oh, fuck you. I prefer Resident Evil to be more limited in its gameplay, where you can't really move much. Your freedom of movement is pretty stiff, and you can only rely on fixed angles on what's behind the wall or corner, what's beyond the corner. That way you could identify enemies before they get any close to you. Shit, hold on a sec. Just trying to cross my legs, but I got caught on fucking wires and shit. And that was a mistake that was made for Resident Evil 6. Because Resident Evil 6 was pretty much like the game that solidified where the franchise was going, and it really led into a dark place for Resident Evil fans. So there are people that kind of defend the game as just being all out fun, but I prefer to be tense than have fun. Yeah. Yeah, I prefer to, because I like my Resident Evil games to be scary, but at the same time I want to have fun with them. But I like more scare factor. So that was Resident Evil 6 proved to be like a big disaster, where that was pretty much like a sign of, if you're using that whole gameplay model that was popularized in Resident Evil 4 constantly, then it's bound to get boring if you continue with it in later games, because if it's just nothing but action, and your character can't just have more freedom to move around, you get like a lot more guns, and the enemies can function like people, where zombies or mind-controlled zombies can hold guns and shit, then it just doesn't seem interesting. Yeah, I heard Resident Evil 6 is like okay, like it's fun, but Capcom put so much stock into that game. Just like, Jesus Christ, they couldn't even make their money back when it came out in 2012. So I didn't really like play I didn't play Resident Evil 6, but by the time I was in college, I started to collect like the older games. So there was Code Veronica X in HD remastered, and the first 3 Resident Evil games, and I fucking love that whole set, because that's, to me, that was like the classic run. Well, I mean, it is a classic run, but that's, to me, that's definitive Resident Evil. Alright, so I already got like the plate. Let's get that plate down. Now let's get the other key. Perfect. So I already got 2 keys. That's gonna open a couple more rooms, so I might as well just start here. But dude, my history of Resident Evil goes all over the place, man. Because I could be talking about Resident Evil, but I don't want to like keep talking where I'm gonna be caught up in not realizing that I'm actually like fucking in the moment of playing it. Because, you know, I don't want to fall into the Let's Play curse that Sweet Battery has reminded me of time and time on these streams. But the last time I did this, I was aiming to get the good ending. And I know that I realize now there are moments where you don't really do anything until you like have to trigger something that's going to prompt the good ending. Because with Jill, You're supposed to get the ending where Barry has to survive, because if Barry doesn't survive, then you can't really fight the final boss, Tyrant. So, the mistake I made was that halfway into the game, you're supposed to go down this tunnel. Well, after you fight the giant snake, and oh, excuse me. And so Barry walks into the room, and he's gonna hand you a rope, but the rope snaps. It snaps and breaks. So your decision is to either wait for Barry or just keep on going. The mistake I made was I kept on going without waiting for Barry. So this time on my trial run, I did wait this time, and then Barry just comes through with the rope and hands me a key code to proceed to one of the rooms much more easier than actually navigating through it the longer way. And from there, I got the good ending. Because I was listening to a Critical Drinker stream on Resident Evil, and yeah, that was the moment where I'm just like, oh shit, dude, I didn't know that. Because you think at first you're probably like taking advantage of Barry, where Barry has to save you from getting squished in order to get like a shotgun, or the fact that you took some different routes in your gameplay exploration that kind of like prompted the ending. But no, it's just like, it's neither of those things. It's just there are little secretive moments that you have to just like, you have to look up. I guess with the internet nowadays, you can look up anything on GameFAQs, because back then you couldn't really do that. You had to rely on pretty much just your own wits, and sometimes the power of Nintendo Power, or GameFly, GameSpot, something. And because of how simple this game is and how like rudimentary in design, zombies don't die easily, and they don't get shot when they're like mid-animation. You have to wait for them to just get up, because that's going to trigger you the opportunity to, shoot them further. Alright then. Alright, so I already got like that first little crest plate, which is going to be used for when I have to access like the garden. So next I gotta use the rest of these keys, and I gotta find poor old Richard, who you ran into, and you learned that he was bitten by Yon, the giant snake that you fight. I don't really need the clips, so I'm just gonna like need this. And trust me, this game is pretty easy to handle. I know I'm like making a big sacrifice play, or big move, but trust me. Let's see where we're. Oh yeah, let's go upstairs. So I'm already like a good 40 minutes into the stream, and looks like hopefully I might be out there by the first hour to wrap up. And don't worry, it's not going to end from there. I plan to do the whole playthrough. Yeah, I'm gonna get away from you. The genius I always find fascinated about these uh, not modern, classic Resident Evil games is that uh, it's just how it's presented with the controls and everything. It's just like you're navigating like a pretty vast environment where because of the camera angles, you can't see enemies in a good enough eye view, and how you're pretty much just like captured. It's like from a god's eye view, and you're pretty much just like small and helpless in this
Richard,
unknown
what
environment.
happened?
Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, Richard.
Oh, Jill, this house is dangerous. There are terrible demons. Ouch!
You're wounded. What kind of demon attacked
I mean, I can't
you?
still hear anything, but I
It was a huge
kind of
snake,
recognize the beats.
And also poisonous. Ugh.
Poisonous? Oh no. Richard, hold on.
There is serum. Oh no, I should have brought some with me.
No problem. I'll go and get it.
Thanks.
All right, so next I gotta grab the poison, even though it doesn't really like offer much in return. I just get a radio from him when he dies. So when you get past the plant balls and shit, when you're going back to the mansion, you hear like the radio clicker signaling you that the chopper is trying to make its way. It doesn't trigger cutscene, but you know, if you play Resident Evil Remake, it does there. Okay, so I just gotta go downstairs to grab the antidote, and that way I could take my time to do the rest of these puzzles. The thing that sucks about playing a director's cut, which is that okay, you're playing Resident Evil as it was designed, but the soundtrack is fucking awful. Because unfortunately, I don't really have the luxury of having a copy of the original Resident Evil with the original soundtrack. So instead, that the PSN store only had the director's cut. All right. Where it has all the familiar, you know, all the themes and cues that were later reworked for the remake. All right, here we go.
Here's the serum.
So
Richard,
next,
hold
I got
I'll
to
give you a shot
do
now.
a round of puzzles,
Here's
and
my radio.
also I got to find a lighter
Keep it.
because there are some rooms that you think that you could like
No! Richard!
grab items without the lighter, but you have to get the lighter. Alright, let's get out of here. You know what, let me take these herbs. Because you might notice a little something. That whole small garden where I killed like the mutant vines and shit. Those are all green and red herb mixes that you can find. But I'm actually gonna save that for the fucking revisit to the mansion where you come across the hunters, and you got to go to those places again where that whole garden is held. All right, here we go. Yes. Here comes puzzle number 1 to solve. Now here I just gotta get the statues in place on top of these vents. Otherwise, you know, if I just push the button now, then poison gas is gonna come out, and you might get poisoned. All right, let's race. Second crest, perfect. Now let's go downstairs and solve the other puzzle. Now the last crest will be held when I encounter Yon, that giant snake. But the tricky thing is, which is really annoying, you can't really like avoid getting bit, no matter how hard you try, because when you find that little corner, when you have to like oh shit. Uh-oh. Let's see if I can avoid getting bit this time. As I was saying, when you reach around, when you find yourself in that corner, in that little encounter to grab the last crest, the snake's gonna be waiting for you, and we have to get by, like walk around its coils. The head's like meshed into the coils that it still bites you, and you get poisoned. There it is. Uh-huh. Alright, this is a little tricky. I gotta empty out that little aquarium there. No, there's a trigger a bug that comes out and attacks you like the remake. Because there's that clever little scare where you're doing the fish hook and what do you call it? Bug display puzzle, but you trigger a bee that tries to attack you. Okay, cool. I got some grenade rounds. Awesome. Alright, cool. Let's get out of here. Stream is playing nicely. It so happens that when you're sharing your own apartment for just one person, and that person is you, you don't have any issues of people trying to tamper with your connection. That when you're sharing an apartment with several other people, they tend to mess up your connectivity. Alright, let's see. Now, I'm not going to keep that with me because I'm saving that for last. So I got both keys. All right then. Oh yeah, I gotta complete the other puzzle. Already 50 minutes in. Well, I mean, I was held for lobby time for like 5 minutes, so got like a good 10 to 15 minutes before I can call it an hour. All right, this is pretty simple. So this is like this is a cradle to grave puzzle where you gotta like connect the pictures in chronological order based on how they're read, because it's pretty much just like it's just a life of a man that you have to like get from beginning to end. Look at those pixelated horrors staring above at you. Or staring down at you. That's what I will say. Alright then, last one left. Yay, there we go. Alright, let's get out of here. Now, next thing I want to do is I want to go out in that little side garden. It's not really a garden, it's like some sort of, I don't know what you call it. But anyways, there's herbs I need to grab. But it's gonna trigger dogs. There you go. Yeah, yelp, you fuckers. You deserve it. I'm not gonna take much herbs with me, but take what I can so far. Alright then, so I do have to go back to loosen some stuff. And then I got to go confront Mr. Yon. Alright, let's see. Oh, whoops. Passed it. Oh, no, shit. Fuck, I gotta go down. I gotta go back. Alright. Let's see. I just gotta like restock, reload. Oh boy, I gotta switch controllers. You know, so far it's just a relatively easier playthrough than I imagined. Because after I have like my little meetup with Jan, there really isn't much rooms to explore. Like there's the other room that's downstairs, which leads into like the costume room, but there's really nothing of value. Poor Richard. Alright. Ah! Fuck you. Alright, then here we are. Let there be lights. No, I won't be taking that, thank you. There's plenty of clips to go around anyways. Before there's usually supposed to be like a zombie. But I think that's in the remake. Hi, Bathory. Welcome aboard. You're just in time. I'm about to wrap up the mansion at just an hour. Ready to see your favorite snake? It's a handsome snake. Yeah, there we go. Let's lose that key. Yeah, so here we go. This is gonna be our encounter with Jan. The trick is you want to avoid getting bit from Mr. Snake here. Look at that pixelated horror. Alright, okay. Yeah, that fucker's around, dude. Okay. I gotta try to avoid getting bitten. Come on! Fuck you! I got bitten. Yeah, I got fucking bitten. Oh shit, I gotta get out of there. See, it's just the fucking coils, man. You're trying to fucking get away from there, but then the fucking coils just block your path. Oh, there we go. Jill's having a moment.
Am I poisoned?
It was soap poison. You know, that whole dream sequence in A Christmas Story? It's like, oh my god, you're trying to avoid it, but it's not avoidable at all. But
Barry.
who is this mysterious
Barry?
savior who rescued you from your ill ways? Is it Barry? Who is this mysterious creature that has an insatiable love for the dead? Living dead girl. Alright. So that takes care of oh, I gotta lose that key. So that pretty much takes care of like the whole mansion run. So next I just gotta lose that key. And then that's pretty much it. I gotta move on to the garden. Health's okay. I think you get fully replenished when Barry comes and saves you. Well, there's an animation if you're unlucky. The snake literally kills you in its coils. It's a pretty fat fucking snake. Now fighting Jan is pretty pointless in the first encounter because he comes back in the second encounter when you have to go back to the mansion. Alright, cool, so I already got that. I have to go into this room real fast because there is some stuff here of value. Oh, I see you. Flat. Yay, more shotgun shells. Now, when you go into like the main garden shit, oh man, I was having a bit of annoyance with some dogs because I nearly died by dogs. It's like 2 rooms where there's gonna be like a crap load of dogs that you have to fight. Oops, passed it. Missed it by that much. And I'm glad I got like the grenade launcher because hunters easily die by acid rounds, so I gotta save the acid rounds for those fuckers. Alright then, let's go. Let's get some fresh air, shall we? Dogs tend to take a lot more punishment. I think like one shot of a shotgun is good enough to kill it, but you have to like spray it with some pistol rounds. There we are. Suck on that, dog. Well, today I was supposed to go by Pat's place, aka Please Rewind, to watch Godzilla vs. King Kong. Because honestly, after the fact, that he was already busy, I had no interest in watching Godzilla vs. King Kong. That's because I was looking on Twitter, and Twitter has like the story function as Instagram does. And Evan Monroe, who's like a Mauler regular, posted some images of while he was watching King Kong versus Godzilla, and I was just already like, oh fuck this, I'm done. Thanks, I hate it. Not gonna bother. I'm not gonna bother like watching a lot of these movies because, you know, they don't mean anything. It's just like, yeah, people like giant monsters and shit. There we are. People like giant monsters. I like giant monsters too, but they treat it like the filmmakers and the people involved in that whole monster universe shit. They treat it like it's fucking the DCEU and the Transformers movies. There's no differentiation. Like, it doesn't even improve on those movies. It's just like, yeah, it just borders down to just generic fucking popcorn shit. With, you know, the monster fights are gonna look good, but you have to sit around watching stupid fucking human characters who are annoying. And to be quite honest, I'd rather be bored by nothing characters than be annoyed or insulted by pretty stupid characters. Unlike the Gareth Edwards movies. Or, sorry, Gareth Edwards movie. I think Kong Skull Island got like the balance right of presenting like lively, over-the-top characters. Because that I think that film was the only one that really embraced the schlock. While something like King of the Monsters is just like pretentious and downright stupid. Alright, so it's gonna be raining snakes. It's not raining men, it's raining snakes. Or raining men. Alright, there's gonna be some more dogs down there. Alright, the next corner is there's gonna be the next way is there's gonna be dogs. I'm like, oh shit, another dog. Ah, beautiful. This doesn't have to get close enough to get like a good enough hit. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm sure like it knows what it is because it has fucking Kong, and I think that's the magic behind Skull Island. It's just like it embraces like the schlock with Kong, but with Godzilla they just never seem to get like the balance because they gotta treat Godzilla like with this reverence to make it different from the schlockiness of Kong. That again, it's just like it boils down to just like you're watching these stupid characters, these human characters, and they push these pretentious themes about Godzilla and shit. But really, dude, like, I mean, Godzilla could be silly too, but the Japanese Toho's company and the filmmakers that were involved in Toho's lineup, they knew what Godzilla is, and they embraced the schlock. Which is why people tend to love those movies when they go back to them. Bathory, you're kind of cute. With that. Yeah, because, you know, in my head, when you when we message each other, you come off like you sound pretty American sounding, but yeah, you come off like Consuela from Family Guy, and I find that kind of adorable. Mr. Superman No Home. No, 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 no. Perfect. Mr. Superman No Home. Alright then, so... Oh, whoops. Shit, I shot too early. Alright, so I gotta find the power panel key to access the, the underground pool, or you find those sharks. But so far so good. Just making good timing. Yeah, the power panel key is gonna be in that tub. And in that room, ahead of fucking the double doors. They lead into the pool table room with cute fluffy spiders. Well, isn't Godzilla like pretty much the embodiment of plot armor? He's like indestructible, which has always been the trademark of Godzilla. But Kong, you can actually put him down, like they did with Napalm in Skull Island. But that was always weird because you think his size could take that. Alright. I won't need too many... I won't need too much ammo, so I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna save that for fucking... the plant thing. The plant for Little Shop of Horrors. Let's see. Oh yeah. More grenade rounds. Perfect. Yeah, well, he only gets fucked in the context that, you know, he fights a monster on equal terms or stronger terms against Godzilla. Like, yeah, Mechagodzilla, he gets fucked pretty roughly, man. Like Godzilla, like Mech G turns Godzilla into like a fucking geyser of blood just pouring out because of the attacks that it inflicts on him. Alright, I gotta grab the other key. It's gonna trigger those wasps. Ah, fuck. Ah, get away. Oh shit. Oh man, it touched me, but I'm not sure if that actually hurt me. Nope, I'm good. In the comic fight, he is taking hits that he shouldn't. But I know he takes a fist off that helicarrier. Yeah, I'm gonna go buy a helicarrier. Because these movies try to be like the MCU. I'm aware there's some ridiculous shit in fucking Godzilla versus King Kong. Like certain human characters, from what I've read off Evan Monroe, have serious plot armor compared to Godzilla. And to bring back characters from King of the Monsters that I don't really give a shit about. I don't give a shit about Kyle Chandler. He's completely wasted. They give him nothing to work with. I don't give a shit about Eleven. Yeah, it's just like, I don't care to watch fucking new movies nowadays because as much as I enjoyed parts of the Snyder cut of Justice League much better than the Whedon cut, and much better than Snyder's whole run with the DCEU, I just like I don't really have much care or investment in a lot of modern movies nowadays. I just rather be watching old movies. Like, I had like a revisit. I had like a little trip to revisiting some Tarantino movies. I never seen Reservoir Dogs and I fucking loved it. Pulp Fiction is fucking fire. And Jackie Brown is a pretty good movie. So next I gotta like see where my opinion stands for Kill Bill 1 and 2. Well, that's because McG is made of vibranium. So of course it would have hurt him. Ah, okay, I gotta get away. I gotta get away. Gotta get away. It's the sharks from Deep Blue Sea. They're coming to get me. Go in. And there's a lot of Deep Blue Sea in fucking the remake, where you're in a much larger, when you're in the underground labs and it's much bigger in how it's presented compared to this. This is just like a room with just some water and that's about it. And there's like a stage where you have to like seal the shutters before the shark starts to like break down the glass. And there's like oh shit, my controller's dead. I gotta switch. And there's like an alternate route of getting back the way you came. Alright, cool. Sorry folks, my controller had died. I'm gonna have to give me one sec. Shit, this is already costing me some time. Time is of the essence here. I had to like get my controls charged in case one of them dies again. Let me go ahead and remove the little chat browser. There we go. That way if you guys can't really see like the inventory screen well, then I'll just like make it easier for everybody. Might as well just take the extra clips. That way, still have some ammo in my disposal. Oh, wait, the other key. Alright, cool, let's get out of here. I don't think there's nothing in this room, but I just need to check to be sure. Yeah, there is nothing. So that was a waste. Alright, time to get back. Time to get back to ground level. Alright. Let's find our way back into the beehive room. That way I can unlock the dorm. That will lead me straight into Plant 42. And it's just a fucking hella short ass boss fight. You just shoot it with like 3 rounds and then it's over. Barry comes in to save you. What are the odds? Yeah, here we go. That's pretty much the V-Jolt report, which is pretty much instructions on how to create the serum to destroy the plant thing from the roots below, but we're not going to do that. All right, here we go. Cake. Oh no! It grows back again.
What the hell is this?
Barry!
Jill!
Let me fix my gain a bit. Moving. Okay, I think it's okay now. And there it goes.
You saved me!
Well, yeah, shouldn't
That was close. Thanks, Barry.
Godzilla always be the asshole? Because he is
monster.
essentially like the antagonist, which is
What
what
the hell is this?
the
place
2014
anyway?
movie was alluding to, but they gave him another monster to fight, so he's essentially the hero of that movie. Same with King of the Monsters, though. The world building doesn't make any sense in these Godzilla movies. Oh, they really don't make any sense. Like, it's not very clear why Godzilla is suddenly evil again, or suddenly now is evil for the first time. He wasn't like a hero at all. He was mainly just an anti-hero in monster form, because his gist in the first movie was that he was pursuing the two Mutos, and so when he's like swimming to get from the ocean or from one city to another, he goes by those aircraft carriers and battleships like he doesn't even give a fuck. And the military starts to shoot up, but again, Godzilla doesn't even give a shit. Because one thing's set, he's going after the other monsters regardless. He'll destroy a city if he has to, though it makes more sense for Godzilla to destroy a city than Superman saving the day. Because think about it, a giant monster is likely going to... Oh yeah, shit. A giant monster is going to cause collateral damage. But Superman, a regular-sized guy who happens to have powers, and is fucking Superman, who should know better not to do that shit, ends up destroying like fucking half of Metropolis in Smallville.
Wesker.
Wait, why?
Jill.
How would they
So
find?
you're safe.
How would they find King
That's what
Ghidorah's
I was
brain
going to say.
to install into Mech
Disappeared
G?
from the hall all of a sudden.
Because for what we know,
I'm sorry,
like
but I have my
when
reasons.
Godzilla had that
It
radioactive
was all I
like
could
power
do to
boost,
protect myself against those
he ends
strange
up like
creatures.
destroying King
Is that
Ghidorah
right?
to the point where
Anyway,
his
it's
last
good to
head
see
was
you safe.
suddenly in Godzilla's mouth. I'm not sure how
Jill,
that works out
Our
still
first
to this
priority is
day.
to get out of here.
So how is that brain still intact
Yes, you're right.
for the humans to recover and to use it to create Mechagodzilla?
Now, there are a lot of rooms in that mansion that we can't get into because they're locked up. I have been looking around for clues.
Well, I don't remember much of the ending credits because it's
I'll
just
go
like
to
a
the
bunch
other
of
house and see if I can find
plot
any
exposition in
Will you do
fucking
that?
news media
Tell me.
pages, so it's easy to blink and miss because by that point I was just done with the movie. Oh, whoops. I ain't even like fucking... Oh, okay, right. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I buy that. Yeah, because one of the heads was bitten off by Godzilla before the quote-unquote oxygen destroyer, like, fails to... I mean, massively fails to kill both Ghidorah and the Big G. Okay, that makes sense. I'll buy that. Okay, so I'm gonna have to get some acid rounds. Wait a minute, why couldn't they just fashion that to Mecha King Ghidorah? Because that was a thing in the fucking Toho series, like Mecha King Ghidorah. That was like a big upgrade for Ghidorah. Why would they have to put the brain of Ghidorah into Mechagodzilla and just for Mechagodzilla only to create? So many missed opportunities. You should know, like, the other movies have their own lore too that you could derive off. Well, let me ask you this: was he better handled than he was in, Ready Player One? Where Mechagodzilla was just like this fucking be all end all power up for this corporate bad guy, and like As if they never seen Mechagodzilla, like, ever. They had to react to it and name drop it. Because references. Alright, I just want to grab these herbs because I gotta start heading back. It's been like half an hour and I already like cracked the whole fucking garden house stretch. That's amazing. Wait, first thing I want to check here. Fluffy spiders. Look at those fluff balls. Yeah, there's nothing in here for me. I gotta get out of here. Ah! Oh fuck. I got struck by spiders. Also, they don't put it inside the robot's head. The brain is an interface. Wait. The brain is an interface that a human can pilot remotely? Wait. Ends up... What the fuck? That's like fucking Transformers 4 logic. We downloaded the brain of Megatron to make an awesome version of Optimus, but it happens to be called Galvatron. We can't control it because Megatron's brain is in Galvatron, and so Galvatron knows it's Megatron. What fucking horse shit? Oh, I'm sure they fucking butchered it, no doubt. Because that's already how I described it right now. That sounds like so fucking stupid. Alright then, let's get back home. Here, let me get some spoilers. So, they're both King Kong and Godzilla's name is Mothra. Well, both their mom's name is Mothra. And so, they kind of come together, they come to terms about their differences, and they team up to fight a much bigger threat that kills one of them with the Jesus symbol. Because what the fuck is there... Why the fuck do we even have versus movies anymore? I think the concept of versus movies was already dead after Freddy vs. Jason. Because it's not going to end the outcome of, like, you're expecting one side to win, but you really gain nothing from it, because something's going to happen that's going to take away from the whole... It's going to take away from the whole pitch of a versus movie. That's going to end up with one of the fighting forces or characters siding with a human or human characters, or some sort of like mutual misunderstanding that's going to like stop the fight. Like, that would have been cool if... Wouldn't it be just cool if one of them actually wins? It would be cool if Godzilla wins and kills off the Skull Island King Kong. And then you could, like, set up the stake that, you know, Godzilla has to fight this newer enemy. He probably gets his shit handed to him. See, that'd be something. That'd be an idea for stakes to establish. Which those movies have no stakes to set a foundation on. It's just people die because monsters happen to destroy things. Alright, here they come. Ooh, I'm I kill it? Oh yeah, I blew it the fuck up. Nice. Wait, how much? Oh, cool. But yeah, Bathory, shoot me the spoiler. I don't even give a shit at this point. Gotta turn on the light here. Hooray, there we are. Kong helps Godzilla. Still empowers both. Overpowers both of them. Wait, what? So, all it takes is fucking, I'm guessing rubbing alcohol or whiskey or some shit to kind of like, I'm guessing fry off his brain circuits for Godzilla and King Kong. That's so stupid. Like, was it that, it's that simple to stop? I actually have no faith in movies. Do movies seriously have to be this dumb? They don't have to be, really. You can still make a movie that's dumb, but still have fun with it. Don't make it, like, completely fucking stupid. Alright, cool. So I got... Alright, I'll use up all of my grenade rounds. So I'm going to use nothing but acid rounds. But like we're talking like if you're shoving a if you're dunking some soda on your own computer to stop your computer from functioning, sure stick. It's so dumb. It's beyond dumb. Well, nothing's ever established in these movies. They tend to make shit up as they go along. Like you're dunking water on the keypad of your laptop, so that'll stop it from functioning. It's the same stick, except it's stupid. This is a relatively short-ass game. I'm already like halfway into the mark where the hunters are already like coming in when you revisit the mansion again. Okay, so next thing, I gotta find the snake, and Barry's gonna come in with the rope, and you know where it's gonna go. There's gonna be some more hunters. Fuck you. You know, it seems like with $200 million, they couldn't really like spend enough money to establish a geography of Mechagodzilla's control, panel, and brain. It's embarrassing. Alright, here we go. Ah! Fuck. Oh man, that was pretty gnarly. Yeah, what's the dumbest way we could wrap up this movie?
Jill.
This is the shit that people
found anything
defend.
interesting?
This is the same shit that people defend
Yes,
about King of
but I can't
Monsters.
see
Like,
very well.
oh well, it's supposed to be a dumb monster
Check by
movie.
yourself.
You're just taking
I
it too
have a rope
seriously.
here.
Oh, do
You
you?
you gotta
Why not
turn your
try to go
brain
down
off to
using the
enjoy
rope?
it. Like, no, I cannot do that. I'm not gonna fucking subjugate myself for 2 hours of fucking bullshit while I'm being assaulted with this fucking piece of shit excuse of human screenwriting, film screenwriting,
Hey, what's going on?
to let this shit slide. I'm not gonna do
Oh,
that.
I've done it. Sorry, Jill.
I'm not a fucking
Wait,
14-year-old
I'll
kid.
go and get another rope.
Like, again, the
Barry?
Toho movies understood
Barry?
that their own movies were schlock, and they embraced it. That's like how Raimi embraced, like, the comic bookiness of the Spider-Man movies, whereas TASM, they went both serious and overly campy, where it does feel like a studio. It does feel very manufactured and cold and studio-driven. Like, there's a clear difference.
Hey! Are you there, Jill? Grab the rope!
All right, here we go. I got the rope. And
I'm
Barry's gonna
sorry,
give you the
Jill.
key code.
I didn't know that was going to happen.
Sorry. I was really careless.
Are you okay, Barry? Maybe you're getting tired.
No, I'm all right. Don't worry. Jill, I found something.
That's gonna be used for the
Thank
other
you.
room.
I'll take this
Well,
then.
the other corridor where I find the serum safe room and shit downstairs. Cool. So Barry comes through again, which means that keep on moving. Yeah, like the misfortune is that, you know, those are movies of their own time where you didn't really have a great access to making modern day special effects. So, you know, they used what they could, but they still gave them like a sense of scale and believability. Fuck you. Yeah. And like Jurassic Park was like a modern day Godzilla movie without Godzilla, and that was a movie that had the early start to using modern special effects never done before. Fuck! Oh, that was too close. Just right out of nowhere. I'm just gonna grab those herbs. Yeah, and fucking the closest that comes to it is like Godzilla Final Wars, and that's like fucking to just do all this shit. They threw like a lot of shit in that one Godzilla movie. They threw every single fucking monster, every fucking space battle and Matrix fight scene. It's like it is fucking Godzilla on crack. Oh, big time. Yeah, and they really handpicked like like shit designs for those like those minor monsters, like what I call extras, but in monster form, like the shit woolly mammoth type gorilla thing that looked retarded. Um, I mean, they brought that giant spider thing, or whatever it was, and they brought like a third Muto, but that kind of just invalidates the victory with the battle with those two Mutos, because where was that third Muto from the beginning? Alright. Might be able to wrap this up by midnight. Alright, there's gonna be some hunters, I know it. Well, spiders are cool, Daphne. Oh, thank God. No, it's just like they're just effects. They're not very good effects because of how fucking muddled and murky and ugly King of the Monsters looked. Fuck you. Beautiful shot. Better take some help because I want to give him the satisfaction. Oh yes, the rounds for the Magnum. Yeah, it's like a mixture of both. From what I'm reading from you, Bathory, it's like it wants to go back to schlock, but at the same time, it's still partially a Godzilla film, so you got to include that pretentious bullshit. I'm about to reach 2 hours. This is incredible. There's gonna be some more hunters. Ha, beautiful. It's fucking easy. It's fucking cake. Let me go back in there. Oh, well, you know, because It's easy to root for monkeys. Look at Caesar. You telling me that the most amazing special effect of the last decade wasn't human enough for you to root for it? Monkeys are just cool. Oh yeah, that was the year that came out, the same year as Kong Skull Island. It was a year for the monkeys. I wish it'd be like a little bit more fun with its cartoon nature, with the human characters. Like fucking Charles Dance as a villain, like that's awesome. That's cool. You could get fucking Jeffrey D. Morgan played like this cigar chomping, like I don't know, corporate chairman or some shit. But instead of Charles Dance getting like the fucking swan song, they gave it to fucking Norma Bates, and it's a terrible character. Well, that's because he saw the script and knew better not to keep doing this shit. Because think about this, he was in fucking that movie, and there's like a running joke with Balder's EFAB show. Because he was in that one, he was in Ghostbusters 2016, which somebody commented him as like the Stan Lee of bad movies. He just happens to find his way somewhere. But I like Charles Dance, man. Ever since Alien 3, they never gave him shit to work with. You don't do that. You don't kill Charles Dance when his character in Alien 3 was like the most interesting part of Alien 3. Alright, I gotta kill that hunter there. Hello! Surprise! Alright, and that wraps up the use of that statue puzzle. Now I just gotta go upstairs to grab the battery for the elevator, then I gotta go back to the storeroom to grab the crank. Because last time I forgot to bring the crank with me, I had to go back to the closest storeroom outside of the garden to get it, of course. You would think. There's gonna be some more herbs upstairs. Okay, from there's gonna be nothing but zombies. But hopefully not too much where I run out of shotgun shells that I'd be forced to resort to fucking... fuck! Get off! Oh, fuck. No! Get off me! Alright, I'm still good. I feel your pain, Bathory. I feel you. Yeah, like, I don't get the... If the movies want to be dumb, I don't get why they had to, like, remove the twin fairies out of these American movies. Cause that's like the crux of Mothra. But you know, I mean, we got Cell, who's a more sexier bug than Mothra. He's very handsome too. He's a handsome bug. Fuck that pretentious call for realism. Seriously. There we are. Let's grab the battery. Like, we are too good for twin fairies. This is going to be a much more realistic and grounded approach to our monsters. Yeah, like Godzilla 2014 was the closest of it ever got to being that realistic. I gotta say, for that movie's note, it did work for the most part, because I don't really have like the freaking vitriol that people have for Godzilla 2014. Alright, 2 hours in. Oh, no doubt. Because it wasn't setting up anything. The other issue with these movies is that they're so concerned about setting up future movies and throwing in all these references that could pay off in other movies, but they just like waste them. Oh shit. I gotta start over. Thank God. Let's see, can I pass through? Yes. Because I know where to go. Yeah, I would say like Godzilla 2014 was like the most realistic. Well, if you want just dumb fun, fucking Kong Skull Island did it much better. And that one did share the problem, like connecting it to future movies. Alright, the ML disc to save Chris. So I got the first ML disc, which I will say, I mean, I'm not sure why I even bothered collecting them, but I guess you want to save Chris to get like the whole good ending, but Chris does nothing. Because you end up fighting the tyrant by yourself. Alright. And let's get back. Yeah, well, they haven't learned everything about 3. Sorry. Yeah, I'm glad you retracted that message, because the fuck did they learn after fucking one movie in their massive crossover? Alright, so next I would have to like go to the storeroom to replenish and get the items I need to access like the caves. And in the caves, Barry's going to meet up with you and you're given the option of what you want him to do. So mostly you want him to follow you. Oh no, not upstairs. Let's go. Not downstairs. Let's go upstairs. Yeah, you may have not noticed it, but your brain did. All right. Okay, so let's go downstairs. Yeah, like according to them, well, I would expect that when they announced that Wonder Woman 84 was going to be like the film that was going to bring it back. But very few people after that movie came out on HBO Max saw the movie because it's a disaster. So I don't know. It might, because it's already breaking international records. So, like America, well, the international markets seem to love their monster movie stuff, which is typical, considering like it's the same crowd that ate up like the Transformers movies. Alright, I'm good. China loves CG effects. Oh no doubt. Though they seem to hate Star Wars because how Disney markets the Star Wars movies, they don't really appeal to China. I think China kind of sees the cracks of how they're marketing them. Oh fuck! Fuck! I ran into it. Ah! Fuck you. Like, remember, they had to remove Finn off the Force Awakens posters to appeal to China. And yet China was a failure for the Force Awakens, as well as the duration of the Disney Star Wars movies. So yeah, China definitely abides by their own standards. Like, they don't really care for political representation or diversity for Asian actors and shit. But they do care for then CGI-tisms. It's raining snakes again. Alright, cool. So I got the battery in. So next I gotta get the crank to drain all the water. Well, not drain the water, but to fill up the water. Well, yeah, that's like I said, because they know how calculating we are when we do that shit. Because we're not doing it to make a statement, we're just doing it because we're desperate to have representation or to appeal to their demographic. Which I still think is, I think in the general sense is bullshit. Because they can't really make any characters outside the fact that there's an Asian actor, a black actor, or trans representational sort of person playing a character. But okay. I kind of withheld on making that Man of Steel video, though I might have to like go back and tweak it a bit because it might need some more stuff to say, and it's gonna be inspired by Miss Anthroponi's Last Jedi video, because I think his Last Jedi video is one of the better like negative videos against that movie. Okay, so right here is the caves. We're gonna do some serious Indiana Jones moments. But yeah, Barry's gonna come in.
Oh, Jill. What good timing. A moment ago I heard someone's
So
voice
he's gonna
coming
give you
from
the
this
option
hole.
to, if you want him
Let's
to
go
come
together
with
since
you,
it's
or
dark and we can't
to,
see very well.
or if you don't want him to. But yes, because that enables trust, and trust brings a good
And I'm
ending.
gonna cover you. Let's hurry. Hey, are you all right? I can go first if you want me to.
Oh, it's coming back 3. Is this for some reason Adobe? Do you want him to go first? Yes.
Oh, yes.
It's just for some reason Adobe Premiere
I
isn't
understand.
showing like video files
Maybe
for me
more
to
dangerous if you come behind me.
import.
Be careful.
That way I could trim them and edit down. So I gotta see what's going on with that. But I do have a good outline of what my Man of Steel video is going to talk about, because it's not going to be just like breaking down the movie bit by bit. It's going to be talking about the fundamental issues that are completely wrong with the movie, like Clark Kent's upbringing, Krypton, Superman as a character, the collateral damage aspect, and Zod's sapped neck.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, then I'm gonna cover you. Let's hurry.
But like, to think like, it's obvious why the human characters suck, why Lois Lane sucks, but that's just like completely minor compared to those 5 issues, which are pretty colossal. The first half was pretty unwatchable, but if you saw Pat's stream on Justice League, we both found the second half to be quite enjoyable. It's not a good movie. It's definitely not a masterpiece. It's not a good. It's kind of bad for most of it, but it manages to be more entertaining than Man of Steel and Batman v Superman, which is like, I guess with that bar you can definitely aim for, but it's not as pretentious as those 2 movies.
Is that Jill?
Okay, it is pretentious in the fact that it's like the artist's vision aspect, because Snyder is so, he's so like convinced that every frame, every scene works as part of his vision. Like he needed every scene to be in there, which you don't. You don't need everything in there. But when it gets to like the second half, when it goes to Superman's resurrection, but it's redone for the Snyder cut. It actually does get pretty entertaining. And I was kind of like all for the idea of this kind of Justice League. Yeah, because after like the first 2 hours, it does become sensory overload. And Zack Snyder just really cannot fucking learn how to hold back on his visual style, which I wish he leaned less on. But me and Pat were talking about this, like, we were so convinced that we find ourselves enjoying it that we had to be fucking dreaming. We had to be like, we were probably thinking to ourselves that we were probably that we were probably like on some shit, and we couldn't believe that we actually enjoyed a movie that we were going to dislike very deeply. And when it gets to those moments, it kind of took us back to like the stuff that we would like out of comic movies, in the vein of Infinity War. Like there's a good enough tension, not just on the heroes, but on the villain side, because Steppenwolf, no doubt, is like the best part. Not best part, sorry. He's like the best villain to come out of like the DC villains, because it's pretty simple. It's very simplistic, and I wish Snyder leaned more on. He leaned more on the simplicity. I disagreed. I think both films have bad dialogue, but I think the Whedon stuff does have a bit more flair for comedy, but I just think it's like a worse movie because of the nature of the reshoots and stuff. I mean, they both have bad dialogue. There's not a single line that's good. I mean, it's hard to even say which has better dialogue, really. Because they're both kind of bad. They have the same shitty script. The same bad, like, script doctoring and punch-ups. Oh, wait. Whoa. Oh, wait, this is it. Do. There we go. Do. Ah, there we are. Hunter. Fuck you. I'm gonna blow your fucking arms out. Yeah, it is. You could say that. I mean, even in the parts that were entertaining and were kind of pleasing visually, it was just like, yeah, this kind of happens out of nowhere. But I think the thing is, Red Letter Media addressed that time travel shit. Is that earlier you have like you have the resurrection of Superman, and there's a moment where Flash misses a point to oh fuck, I didn't get poisoned. Oh, beautiful. Oh, fuck, there's baby spiders. Okay, as I was saying, there's a moment where they bring back Superman with one of the motor boxes, and there's a point where Flash misses the mark to activate the motor box in that little lagoon of fucking sludge and shit. And in Flash's speed blitz, he manages to turn back a couple seconds to make the mark precisely on point. So when that happens, the resurrection process was successful. Yeah, like there was good tension. Like when things were going wrong, you could tell things were going wrong. And there was a point where the villains were starting to know, were aware of like the situation. Yeah, like the fucking parademon like Gunner, who sees Flash like going around the perimeter to a point where the parademon sees his movements good enough to, fire his gun on point. But, I like the stuff with Steppenwolf, and I like what they were alluding with Darkseid, even though it makes no sense why the fuck he forget his own planet that he once invaded. But, I kind of get by. It's like the second half of it turns into what I always wanted was just like a pretty entertaining Zack Snyder movie since Dawn of the Dead. Like if that had been like his career doing these DC movies, I'd be all for it. But he just gets so caught up in the thematics and the pretentious callbacks to art house filmmakers and shit, and he fucked up Superman royally with Man of Steel. Don't get me wrong, he fucked up pretty badly with Man of Steel. Yeah, so apparently Steppenwolf did something so wrong, like he did something so bad to betray Darkseid, that even if he conquers Earth, he still had to, like, I believe they gave him the line, like, well, you still have to conquer, like, 1,500 planets left. So I'm not sure what the goal is there if, for Steppenwolf, if he did conquer Earth. Well, the thing was, like, it was going to be overridden by the fact that the anti-life algorithm would be, the anti-life algorithm would be like found by Steppenwolf himself, so that way in the Unity process he can like bring Darkseid and his forces over to invade Earth again. Oh yeah, I know, it's so retarded. Like, how the fuck did you not know that? Like, wouldn't you know? Like, this is the first planet that you lost. Wouldn't you know then? Like, you made your fucking mark on it. Actually, it doesn't make sense in the fact that in that whole prologue, like, Ares was actually the one to ultimately stop Darkseid. But Wonder Woman has the power. She had the power to kill Ares in her movie, but didn't have the power strong enough to kill Steppenwolf, who's like a lesser version of Darkseid. And Wonder Woman has the powers of Ares to even like best Darkseid. Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense, really. Oops. Yeah, the power levels are completely all over the place. Like, a friend of mine said it best, like, Superman's presence just lets you know the fact that there's no point of the Justice League. But I could agree on that part, but you know, they had specific rules for Cyborg and the Flash to come in to make it work. Even though I still think that's pretty flawed. Yeah, the power levels are completely all over the place. They never had established the power levels well. They never established the abilities well. It's just like the Star Wars sequels. It's just like you're supposed to like take what knowledge you have from the comic books and existing media and just kind of like put it into your own narrative of how you can comprehend these movies, which is a bad way to tell a story. Okay, so I gotta go back and grab the other book. Well, not the other book, but the other medal to access the labs. Fuck! Snakes, I forgot about snakes. Yeah, like, so the Amazonians are like the most elite of the elite, but they turn out to be the most useless fucking army of warriors I've ever imagined. Like, at least the Wakandans, like, knew who they were up against. They just got, like, they do have shitty tactics as they displayed in Infinity War. And the combination of, like, primitive to futuristic weapons is it's very bizarre. Ah, snakes. Alright, so I already got the medals. Let's go upstairs. We're getting close to the end, people. I might just beat this under 3 hours. It's a good indicator that I'll be able to beat Resident Evil 2 through Leon and Claire under 3 hours, which I did before. Yeah, the Amazonians are like the worst fucking warriors, and they're probably the most stupidest and misandrous fucking group of people I've ever seen. I think Gal Gadot's just like a shit actress. Like you could have got somebody better to play that role. Like anyone could fucking sleepwalk through that role, and Gal Gadot's sleepwalking can't even save her fucking career. But it was so satisfying when the Amazonians got their shit handed to them by Steppenwolf. It's so fucking satisfying. Because they are that incompetent and stupid. And quite barbaric, where you just like you don't really like them all that much. All right, here we go. We're getting close. Yeah, the origin of the mother box doesn't really make much sense. You see, I'm aware that the movie doesn't make any sense, but I just like, I don't really have the emotional investment to hate on it, really, because I knew what I was going into, but it just surprised me in the entertainment factor is all. I'm not saying it's a good movie. I just was kind of in for the ride for half of it. Fuck you. Think you could sneak up on me? Alright, there's gonna be some naked zombies. That is like the only piece of like fucking suspenseful music, but it's like a fucking it's a fucking loop. Well, the Aquaman movie, I don't really... Yeah, I know, I get you. Like, it seemed like they shouldn't, like, follow that fucking Patrick Wilson character after the events of Justice League, but I don't even get, like... I don't really get the society. Why are they at war with humanity to begin with? I know, I get we pollute, but that's never stated, and it's not a good enough answer to why that dictator king would want to invade the surface, is what they would call it, because we're surface people. Yeah, I've been here before. Let's get out of here. computer time. Well, it doesn't really matter what the Snyder Cut presents because it's like overridden by the retconning from from the later DCEU movies. Like, it doesn't even matter if a fucking Gal Gadot was vacant for like 100 years when in 1984 she's been active the whole fucking time. Oh, whoops. Let me try it again. Guest. John. Oh, wait. Whoops, I got it wrong. It's John, and then Ada, and then Mole. Yeah, like, I managed to get enough entertainment out of the Snyder Cut because it's not pushing for big ideas this time. It is pushing for fucking filler, for sure. But by the time it gets somewhere... And, you know, that was a movie where if I was watching in the theater, I'd definitely be inclined to hate it because I can't really stop the movie to take a piss. But with the Snyder Cut, I was able to, you know, if I had to, just go out to the bathroom and take a piss and then go back to the movie. Or, like, grab something. There we go. Alright, I unlocked both rooms, so I'm going to go upstairs. Nah, it could have easily just been like a fucking one whole movie. You didn't need all that fucking shit. Like, it's just as bad as, for indulgence and excess, it's just as bad as, you know, Michael Bay when he pushes his Transformers movies to be like 3 hours. Yeah, like, clearly, there's plenty there for you to include to think, like, this was your fucking vision. I love the comparison where, like, well, hey, Lord of the Rings did it. Lord of the Rings had like a 4-hour cut. It was like, no, you're missing the whole fucking point. Like, all three of the Lord of the Rings movies were like solid movies when they first came out. There's no complaints except for adaptation reasons, but there was no complaints for any of the Lord of the Rings movies for how they turned out. And then success warranted that Peter Jackson would bring out his extended cut to definitely add more context, but, you know, you already like those movies. You like those characters, and you like the story, and there's enough momentum and investment in them, and tension and danger, and everything, and payoffs in the long run. So I'm sick of the whole fucking argument against against the fucking, um, the Lord of the Rings. Well, that scene didn't need to be there, because what was the whole point of just posing as Martha Kent? It didn't really add anything. And that's not like really Martha Kent. It's just Martian Manhunter posing as Martha Kent from what I'm assuming that happened, how it's presented there. But like that didn't really need to be there. Like a lot of stuff, this does really need to be in the movie. Exactly. They work on their own. They're good enough movies to buy on their own. I feel like I know I'm making a critical error. There you go. Oh, fuck, that was too close. Like, it's so dense. Every single image has so many things going on. It's like my favorite parts in the Oliver Harper commentary on Spider-Man 3 is just like, yeah, there's like room to explore these subplots, but they waste all their film time on, emo Peter Parker and Harry Osborn and Mary Jane having that little dance fling, instead of just like actually taking the film time to develop a story with fucking Venom and the Sandman. Get off me! Uh-oh. That ain't good. Ooh, beautiful. Yeah, it's self-indulgent, but I kind of like that scene because it was like, this would be cool for fucking Days of Future Past take on the DC movies. But it's just like, it's weird how it's cut together, considering like the prior scene to that was Lex Luthor meeting up with Deathstroke, who wants to have a hit on on Bruce, and then like the next scene is like Deathstroke is okay, so he's like buddying up with Bruce Wayne, but it's just like, yeah, it's so self-indulgent, much like the stuff in Batman v Superman. I mean, same shit. But I kind of like that scene, especially when even Pat was kind of like complimenting how like he went back to the roots of Ben Affleck went back to like his acting roots in Days of Confused, when like fucking Batman like fucking swears on Joker, and you do get like a implication of history between them, as you should normally would. And yeah, that moment was just like, yeah, that's that's what I would imagine Batman when he talks to the Joker. Oh yeah, it's like the Return of the King. You know, it's going for like 4 different endings. Alright, so I got to do some business here, which will involve killing those fucking annoying creatures that are in the steam room. In order to, like, activate the elevator and shit. Fuck you. Oh, fuck. No, in case if you haven't been watching Bat 3, they don't. They only come out in the remake. Oh yeah, this grenade launcher is so lethal. I've been killing them with just like fucking flame rounds and shotgun shells, and it's so... This is a lot more inconvenient to use. Alright, so I got the second ammo disc. Oh fuck! Alright, so I already got the second ammo disc activated. I gotta find the third disc. Yeah, they really are annoying. Cool, I got the elevator active. Don't come this way! Ooh, it's gonna be midnight. Which means I gotta like crash soon. Well, first things first, I gotta find like the third disc somewhere. Oh yeah, this puzzle's pretty tricky here. Well, the Crimson Heads, you can easily avoid them. It's just like, with the lighter and fuel, you have to like use it in places that you're bound to revisit. And it's much more... It's a lot better to use it in areas where you're likely going to revisit, so that way you don't have to end up using the lighter and fuel on multiple rooms where there's a possible chance that a zombie that you killed is going to be mutated into a Crimson Head. Oh shit, there's a red herb. No, but the Crimson Heads are a good addition to kind of let you be aware of how you use your items, and again, if you have to face one, it adds more. There's more difficulty. There's more of a tense factor. Well, battery, that's because you're terrible. You're really bad. You're really bad, Battery. You should know better. You could at least be as good as me, but you're not. I hate to break it down. see. Could I? Oh yeah, I could still work my way around this. Alright, perfect. So I gotta get that piece of stairwell into good enough position for me to push it against that button so that way no poison gas comes out of there. Yeah, you spent like, what, 7 hours cracking down Resident Evil Remake? As Jill? That's pathetic. I'm actually ashamed to have you on here, Bathory. You're not masterful enough to be a part of this. I won't have that. It's like what Pat said. I won't have it, Bathory. I will end you. You see this Resident Evil? I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna hurt it. You know that game you really like? I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna hurt it. Or should we supposed to be like a great big fat person? Which was that achievement? The achievement of completed game over 5 hours? I mean, there's always something as an achievement, but there's always an achievement for mediocrity. Alright, there's the other ML disc reader. Oh, a sec. Let me pause the game for a sec. I gotta find where to find the I gotta find where to find the fucking thing. ML disc. Resident Evil 96. Oh shit, oh no. Fuck. I missed the third ammo disc in the fucking boulder. The boulder run back there. Shit. Alright then, so next I'm gonna have to like brace myself for the first tyrant encounter. So I'm gonna have to let go of some of these items. Alright, let's go. Jig is up. There's Barry, who's gonna come to the rescue.
Jill, you're here too.
Yes, you're here too?
Look, I lost my way.
Let's get going.
Getting a bit of that earthquake rumble. Which pretty much just my dual shock. Oh yeah, here
Fine
we
job,
go.
Barry.
Just as
The
I thought.
jig is up.
I think you should stay away from Barry, Jill. I hear that his wife and 2 daughters will be in danger if he doesn't do everything I tell him to.
You are so cruel.
Well, you don't have to worry about anything, because you'll
That
be
voice
free
acting's
from
so
this
fucking
world
hilarious.
very soon, Jill.
Why do you have to destroy stars?
That's Umbrella's intention. This laboratory has been engaging in dangerous experiments, and recently an accident has occurred. Anyway, this disaster cannot be made public.
That's why having stars nosing about is so
Jesse?
inconvenient. So you're a
Sounding a
slave
bit
of Umbrella
weird.
now, along with these virus monsters.
I think you misunderstand me, Jill. To me, the monsters you mentioned mean nothing. I'm going to burn all of them together with this entire laboratory. I must complete my mission as ordered by Umbrella. Barry, go up on the ground and wait there.
Barry!
Barry's such a fool. He'll be under the control of Umbrella forever.
How come both Umbrella and you can intimidate him by taking his family as hostages?
Umbrella? Well, I intimidated him, but it had nothing to do with Umbrella. I just used him for my personal purposes, though both you and Barry seem to think I was following orders from Umbrella.
So you're planning something else?
If you succeeded in developing the world's most powerful biological weapon, what would you do? What if you were in
Personal
charge?
purposes.
You must stop this now.
You're a brave girl. But if I were you, I wouldn't give up such a big discovery. You guys are idiots. No one understands its real value.
So you're going to steal all the research?
Better yet,
I'm excited for Resident Evil Village. I'm sure it's gonna be a step up compared to fucking Resident Evil 3 remake, but I know it's gonna be
Sorry, Jill.
it's gonna be
Who's your family?
like a more. It's gonna be a different experience compared to Resident Evil 7, but like keeping it in that realm of Resident Evil 7.
So it's all been masterminded by him.
Barry to the rescue!
It's good that you know that
Jill,
now.
may I see your
Anyway,
tits
Let's get out
now?
of this house
Barry,
first.
you're so
Jill.
optimistic.
Guess what?
Cue porno jazz
Do you
music.
have any idea what Wesker was going to show you at the back of this place?
Well, he was talking about the world's most powerful biological weapon, called Tyrant or something, I think.
Do you think we could see Tyrant now?
Barry, you're so optimistic.
It would look bad for stars if we let such a dangerous creature
No, she'll
go
fucking murder
loose.
me.
Maybe you're right. Let's go then.
Alright, here we go. Okay, so I'm still gonna like unlock the good ending, but you know, unfortunately I missed out on the ammo disc. So I'm gonna have to leave Chris behind. Ladies first, after all. Every girl for herself. Oh yeah, disgusting looking FMV cutscene.
Can a creature like this really be the ultimate biological weapon?
Really?
Like, this is so
Wesker
stupid.
is a crazy man.
Let's just drain it.
Tyrant
What's
is
the
developed
worst that could
and
happen?
developed.
It's not like some sort of 7-foot tall, like,
But we can't
viral
let it live.
behemoth. is gonna like break through the glass and attack both of us.
That must be the computer for monitoring this creature.
There we go. We only could like put it down with like 3 shots. Barry, you're aiming the gun the wrong way!
It can't control what it does.
Oh fuck! Ugh. Easy.
Barry? Barry?
Oh yeah, the Tyrant is like a fucking easy boss to get through.
You're alive.
Compared to like Tyrant and fucking Resident Evil 2, like in B scenario, fuck me.
I was clumsy.
That's a challenge. But I still get by it.
Let's get going.
It's just you're dealing with very confining space compared to this fight.
What happened to Wesker?
Wesker must have set it off. There's not much time left for us.
Yep, that was meant to happen. Alright, so I gotta stock up, get the last of my Magnum rounds, and get my health packs. Unfortunately, poor old Chris can be left behind. Alright, let's go. Alright, 3 hours. We're about almost an hour below the Snyder Cut. Alright. Oh, fuck you. No, I don't want a hug. Oh, fuck, I missed it. Shit. Ah, so creepy. Creepy fucking things. More zombies. Pop, pop. Pop. This is fucking stupid, because the countdown fucking starts, but then these cutscenes take so much of their time that the fucking countdown reflects the amount of time the cutscenes are playing out. And the fucking hell, dude, I'm just like, fuck am I supposed to get by this boss under such a tight countdown? But you know, the boss isn't much to it. It isn't much of a challenge, and it doesn't take too much time to like wrap up and kill.
This is Brad. I'm running out of fuel. If there is anyone alive, contact me now, okay? This is
Alright then, here we go. Oh, whoops. Oh, the battery, right. Oh, fuck. Stop doing that.
There is 3 minutes until explosion.
Yeah, there we go. There's the countdown.
Damn it! We have only one more step to go. Okay, I'll go. Jill, you try to contact Brad.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm good. All right, let's launch it. There it goes. He's busy. Oh, fuck. Fuck.
It's coming! Jill! Kill that monster! You're our Amazon, Jill!
Ooh. Alright. Alright. I gotta get rid. There we go. You're dead. Smile, you son of a. Woohoo! Alright. We did it. We did it, people.
kids, they always wait up for me. Even
God, very shoddy looking
youngest
cutscenes.
daughter.
No, I must say that actress,
I'm sorry.
like, not much of a good actress, but like,
I know you must stay.
she's never spoken of, except in like very hardcore fan research. She's really not a bad looking Jill. In fact, no, she's like pretty sexy looking. Alright, let's see where I stand. Yeah, she goes by, yeah, every one of these actors go by first names. Charlie, Inez, Jason. Alright, there we go. We managed to beat the game under 3 hours. With 0 saves. I'm just gonna like save this over my previous. Oh yeah, that was weird. The fucking rocket. That's what it was. Now that I heard it through YouTube time. Alright, so that pretty much concludes the Resident Evil Director's Cut playthrough with the Jill storyline. I think next week I'm gonna do Chris's storyline soon, but it was a lot of fun playing tonight, and managed to get by home on time to do this whole run. But I think tomorrow I should do like the first part of The Last of Us Part 2, and I'll keep that posted publicly. That way you guys know when I'll start. But I plan to get that going like at 5. Easter time. But as always, thanks again so much for those of you who had tuned in and stuck around this long. I thank you. Really appreciate the the amount of time you were able to put in. But this is the MadCap signing off. You're welcome to follow me on Discord through my personal server that I have listed on the description below. Or you can also follow me on YouTube and Twitter. But as always, thanks again for watching, and have a safe Friday midnight.